Sweet home Alabama, home of Channing Tatum, half of Floribama, and a bunch of college football championships. But when it comes to food, they're known for one thing: sauce. Alabama white sauce. To put myself to the test and see if real Alabamans, or maybe it's Alabamians, I don't know, to see if I could pass their test for their Alabama white sauce.
This Alabama white sauce?
Woo-hoo-hoo. Here's what's on the menu. We're making Alabama white sauce chicken wings. We're making jalapeno poppers. We're making Allegro marinated pork tenderloin and giving it all away for free. By the end of the day, we have 2 questions to answer. Can I make Alabama white sauce? And are drums better than flats? This is the Tailgate Tour, presented by Grill Grade.
All right, guys, we're here today.
Hey, oh, that's my line. All right, guys, we're down here in T-Town, gonna make some chicken wings.
That's right, we're gonna do some chicken wings. We're in Alabama, so we gotta have some Alabama white sauce. Let's show you how we do it.
This is Tim Van Doren, aka Bama Grill Master. He came by to hang out with the fans and make sure we didn't mess this up too badly. He's an Alabama native and a superstar chef who's here to make sure I get this right.
First things first, we gotta season these wings up. We're using the Crow poultry rub. We're gonna liberally coat this with all this rub. I'm gonna mix it in real good. We're gonna throw it on the pit at about 275, 300 degrees. Let them start smoking. All right, gotta have the Alabama white sauce. We're gonna start off with some mayo. About that much.
That's gonna hit little Lee and Perrins.
You're not gonna say Worcestershire?
Worcestershire.
I don't think anybody knows how to say it.
Worcester.
What worse?
Gotta have the horseradish.
A little bit of that apple cider vinegar.
Got some lemon juice.
We're gonna use a little bit of your beef rub right there.
Last thing we're gonna add is just a splash of some apple juice to thin it out a little bit. That's the sauce.
We're smoking these wings until they reach 165 degrees internal. It should take about an hour and a half. Next up, jalapeno poppers. If there were a Mount Rushmore of game day appetizers, jalapeno poppers would be on the list. The first step is to cook up some breakfast sausage.
We've got our brown sausage. We're gonna add some cream cheese, some Colby Jack cheese. How you doing? You coming back around 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock.
Telling you, free food, thanks to all these sponsors.
All right.
We're gonna add some Colby Jack cheese as well. Mix that up, add some fajita rub. That's gonna be our mixture. We're gonna put it in the shells here and then wrap it in bacon, have it ready to go on the smoker. All right, let's get started. You definitely wanna have some of this softened cream cheese. I'm gonna add that last so that I don't get my gloves dirty before I go to grab all this. So we'll go ahead and add the seasoning. Just gonna liberally add some of this fajita rub. If you like it spicy, add a lot. It gets pretty spicy with that cayenne. So if you don't like it too spicy, that's about how much I'd add for that. And we'll have written recipes for all this stuff. You can find that on our website and all that. But we're gonna add in some cheese now. Now we'll go ahead and add this cream cheese so I can get it dirty and not worry about it. All right, now use some gloves here and just go in and mix all this up. Obviously, this is why you want this cream cheese to be softened so that it'll mix a little bit better. You really want to mix this really well so that cream cheese is really evenly distributed. You don't want, see right here, this has got more cream cheese than this. You want it to be even, so keep mixing this for a while. All right, that's what we need right there. Now, I've got my hands dirty. You can use a spoon if you want to. Get you a big scoop, fill it in. But my hands are already dirty, there's no need for that. So I'm just gonna grab a pinch like this, and just sort of form it in there. Just like that. Now this is the part that's a little bit time consuming, but it's well worth it. So come in here and take a look at this. We've got our stuffed jalapenos. We got our cream cheese, and our sausage, some fajita rub, stuffed to the brim. Now here's what we're gonna do. We've got our bacon. This is not the expensive thick cut bacon. I do that on purpose. It's like the one time I want thinner bacon. I'm gonna cut it in half, and this allows me to stretch it a little bit further, and the bacon does a lot better job when it's thin like this of rendering down so that it cooks evenly, so the jalapeno is not overcooked by the time the bacon's done, and you can kind of bite through it and the whole bacon doesn't fall off. Had a lot of people ask me, how do you do the jalapeno poppers to where the bacon is good and evenly cooked? And this is how. You don't want the stuff that's nearly pork belly, it's so thick. All right, now come in here and check this out. We're gonna wrap this. Like I said, we're gonna kind of stretch it so that it goes all the way around. Give it some tension. Hold on. There we go. Now, just like that.
Now we need to prep the smoker. We have Cowboy lump charcoal and we're smoking on the big green egg today. We're looking for a target temperature of about 325 to 350 degrees. Lay these out and let them start to smoke.
These strangers keep coming and watching us try to eat this, try to make this food.
You never know who's gonna show up.
You never know who's gonna show up at Alabama Tailgate. All right, last thing we're gonna do is gonna hit everything with just a little sprinkle of this rub. Obviously gonna add some flavor, but it's gonna give us some good color too. Got the fajita rub on this one. Pork rub would be good for this too if you wanted more of a sweeter flavor profile, but I like a little heat with it.
These are going to take about an hour to cook. Just keep a close eye on it because they vary in size, and we're really just looking for that bacon to be bite through and exactly how crispy you want it.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, the jalapeno poppers were.
Got some plates
No
set out.
jalapeno.
No jalapeno.
You don't like the jalapenos?
No jalapeno.
I'm a jalapeno, okay? Let me tell you.
Oh, shoot. Give me a jalapeno.
How many times
Give me
have
the
I been used
jalapeno.
today?
Credit to me because I only used that joke 10 more times that day. But the poppers were a hit. And speaking of hits, if you could hit that subscribe button, it would help us get to the Super Bowl. If we get to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, we're traveling to Arizona to tailgate at the Super Bowl. But for now, it's time to move on to the main protein for the day.
Now we're gonna get ready to do these pork tenderloins. First up, we've got the Tennessee whiskey on some of these pork tenderloins, and we got Allegro Original. So we're gonna grill up some of these on the grill grates, try them side by side, see which one people like the best. I can tell you personally that they're both great. I love that Tennessee whiskey on pork, but Allegro Original is good on everything. So we're gonna take them out of here. They've been marinating for about 6-8 hours, something like that, and we're gonna rub it down with this pork rub. See, I'll put them in here and pass them over to you.
All right, works for me. What we got here? A little bit of your pork rub.
That's right.
Love the smell of that Tennessee whiskey.
Oh, I do too. Now we're gonna let that rub sit on it for about 20 minutes while this charcoal comes up to temp. And we're gonna grill these tenderloins hot and fast. All right, we've got this Cowboy charcoal. We're going with the briquettes for this. This is gonna cook all our pork tenderloin. We're gonna need quite a bit of charcoal for this. I'm gonna add some to it to go ahead and start preheating. We're also gonna play a little game with this.
The game is simple. We fired up the Cowboy charcoal. We're going to read the temperature with a thermometer, and whoever guesses the closest wins a Tennessee River Jam Orca Cup.
And I want you to just kind of put your hand up and kind of feel. Don't get too close because it's really hot. You see how hot that is. All right, y'all come up here and just kind of get a feel for it. You got a feel for it? Now I'll give you a hint. An oven, you're typically cooking around 350 degrees. This is a lot hotter than that, okay? All right, you got a number in mind how hot you think it is?
Around 835 degrees.
That's very specific. Did you feel that temperature? Is that what it felt like? 835? What about you?
90.
90 or 900?
900.
It feels about like 900. Let's shoot it one more time to see. Oh, wow. 984 degrees. That's almost 1,000 degrees. All right, you're the winner. Here, get your little Orca cup. Thanks for playing. Thank you, Orca. Thank you, Tennessee River Jam. Thank you, Cowboy Charcoal. Awesome. Thank y'all. All right, this is the Tennessee whiskey pork tenderloin. Put it right on these grill grates. All right, this is the Allegro Original. All right.
This pork tenderloin is not going to take long to grill. We're looking for an internal temperature of 145 degrees. We're going to let these cook for about 12 to 15 minutes. We're looking to get some good sear marks on these, so every 3 to 4 minutes we're going to turn them. First turn will be at 90 degrees to give us the cross-hatch sear marks we're looking for. Then we're going to flip it over and repeat until it hits 145 degrees internal. We really want to make sure we let this rest for about 10 to 15 minutes before slicing it up and serving it.
All right, we got a bit of an issue here. I have no idea which one is Tennessee whiskey and which one's the Allegro Original. So I'm gonna have to try them both and see which one we can figure it out just by taste. I have a feeling we can. All right. Let's give her a try here.
Right on the money right there, bro.
Let's give her a taste. What do you say? Cheers.
Cheers.
It's pretty good stuff. I think that's Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey.
I think that's Tennessee whiskey.
Tell
Let's
'em.
give that one a try.
That's original.
Yeah, that's original. Both great.
Oh yeah, super
Both
good.
great. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna slice them up into thin little bite-sized pieces to try. Sprinkle a little bit of that pork rub on it. See how the people like it.
All right, guys.
All right, we just finished these. We just pulled them off. They've rested for about 10 minutes. It's going in the Alabama white sauce. Oh, should have expected that. Look at that.
Huge, yeah. What are you talking about? Make you slap your mama right there.
Before we do this, I gotta know, drums or flats?
Team flapper, baby. All day, every day.
Drums or flats? Which one y'all like better? She's right. This is the correct answer. It's not an opinion. It's the truth. Because you can just pull that bone out.
You gonna do it that way?
I'm doing it that way.
I'm gonna do it this way.
Oh, it's tender.
Y'all know what time it is. It's time to go over that bite, baby.
It's absolutely freaking killer.
Absolutely freaking killer.
All right, let's eat. Let's eat.
Now that we've finished cooking, it's time to answer a couple of questions. Will the local people of Tuscaloosa approve of our Alabama white sauce? And when it comes to wings, are drums or flats superior?
There's some good stuff right here.
What's the best?
Probably the chicken.
The chicken? Chicken's good. Chicken's good.
I think my favorite.
But I like the pork
But
too.
the wings, I like the
The
wings.
wings were also good.
What do you think?
Wings are good. Jalapeno popper. That was always good.
Y'all are just being nice.
I think everything was good.
No, you got it. This Alabama white sauce.
Who you pulling for today?
I think I'll take the Tide.
Are you a flat or a drum kind of guy?
I'm a flat guy.
Team flats.
Gotta go with flats.
Team drums all day.
Team drums or team flats?
Flats.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's the correct answer.
Drums.
Drums are better. I disagree, but I love them both.
That's
Flats or drums?
flats. I like flats.
He's got the. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. Appreciate y'all.
The white Alabama sauce flat wings, can't beat it. Can't beat it.
It's safe to say we passed the test, and it's clear that flats are the dominant section of the chicken wing. Thanks to everyone who came out and enjoyed our free food. That wouldn't be possible without the help of our sponsors, Grill Grate, Cowboy Charcoal, Allegro Marinade, the Tennessee River Jam, and Orca Coolers. I also want to say thanks to Bama Grill Master. Not only did he come by and bring his entire family, but he helped cook, clean, and serve food the entire time. He's one of the nicest guys I've met, so be sure to check out his content as well. Be sure to check out the description for all the recipes as well as links to the products used. And tune in next week as we head to New Orleans to see what we can cook up in the Big Easy.